Guys, if you want to watch, and I should say girls, guys and girls and children, well, you can't say children of all ages, Magic the Gathering for 13 and older. When you introduce Magic the Gathering, it feels like a roller coaster ride. Hey, everybody, guys and girls of all ages. No, but seriously, if you want to watch my Oko videos, you can go ahead and do that. I talk about Oko. We're going to have a video of the top 6 removal cards in Standard to remove Oko just as fast as Oko can come out or sooner. So converted mana cost 3 or less, top 6. If that's not already released, feel free to subscribe, and it will be, or check out my past videos. Now, right now, Standard, a lot of people believe that it's an odd place. Right? I read the comments, guys, and actually, I do make a video addressing 2 comments. You may not agree with everything, especially in the Oko videos. You may not agree with everything that I say in the Oko videos. It's fine. I actually, in the comments, I actually will read most of the comments. And there's 2 comments in particular that I'm going to respond to. I already have a video for that, but the comments do help. This is a channel, and it helps the comment section for discussion. Nothing wrong with that. So if you want the perfect answer for Standard, like if people right now are on Standard, everything's about Oko, but before that, everything was about Field of the Dead. Then before that, everything was about red deck wins. Then before that, do you see the issue? It's like a dog chasing its tail, right? Field of the Dead, okay, that gets banned. Okay, now it's Oko. Okay, maybe that gets banned. Okay, then what? Then what? Then what? And Mtg Arena is great. You'll hear me in a lot of videos that I will be uploading. I say the best thing to buy is the pre-release kits. They come with 6 booster packs, 20-sided die, in a foil rare. In fact, one of the foil rares in M20 in the pre-release kits, one of the most common foil rares, is worth $10 right now. That's the best bang for your buck. It's about $20, $25. Now here's the deal. That kind of segues me into one thing. Drafting. If you want an equal playing field and you want to play at a competitive level, why don't you draft? If you like drafting, I do it about 3 times a month in real play. Isn't that sad? We have to in real life. And I also do it on Mtg Arena and on MTG Online, MTGO. If you like that stuff, subscribe, but leave it in the comment section. Guys, girls, I will not know unless you go in the comment section and you put it in there. I won't know. I don't know what you want to see. I won't know. I'll show you my wins and I'll show you my losses. The cool thing about that is you can say, well, let me learn from this guy's mistakes, right? The best mistakes, they always say the best mistakes are the ones that you learn from on your own. No, the best mistakes are learning from other people's. Don't make the same ones. I'm just joking. Seriously, I'll be uploading drafts. Unfortunately, I can't record a full draft right now. Like I said, I have over 1 terabyte of information on my recording software saying no. So I have to upload a lot of videos. Like a lot. But while everybody's complaining, Oko, there was like Field of the Dead, and in my videos you'll hear me say like Walking Dead. It's before it got banned. I was like, Walking Dead, here's Golos and Walking Dead, or here's... I butchered the name 100 times. Just like Hogak, some people were like, it's not Hogak, it's Hugak. It's like Hogak. Now it's Byjack because it got banned, right? So I do feel like Standard is in a place where Modern was. Now some of you are like, what? So let's go back just in April. Let's go back to the Rolodex like 5-6 months ago. War of the Spark came out, and it released a lot of planeswalkers, a lot of 3-droppers. Narset of the Veils, Time Raveler, just a bunch. Dream Render, uncommons, rare. Do you know Teferi is not even a mythic? So if you buy a box of War of the Spark, which a lot of people are selling off right now, it's a good time to do it. He's a rare. He's not even a mythic. Like, do you see, like, so let's go back for a second, because let me just do this really quick. So War of the Spark came out, unloaded a lot of planeswalkers, a lot of 3-droppers. What's the planeswalker that a lot of people love? Obviously, people like Oko. And if you're like, well, everybody wants Oko to be banned. Yeah, bro. Not really. If people are playing with it, they don't want it to be banned. I understand it was played in Modern. I understand that they grabbed Urza, Lord Artificer, which everybody was complaining about that card in June and July. Just a couple months ago. They were saying that card is broken. Sound familiar? Standard to Oko? Just look at the card Lord Artificer for a second. Urza, Lord Artificer. Now on the surface, you're like, wow, he's really powerful. And then think of the format that it was printed in, Modern. Now think about all the cards in Modern. Mox Opal. Ooh. By the way, people just like 6 weeks ago were fearing that Mox Opal was going to be banned. They were buying Mox Ambers. Yeah, look at Mox Opal. Look at Urza, Lord Artificer. Yeah. Also in Modern Horizons was Force of Negation. Force of Negation basically lets you counter on turn 0. You can counter Oko in Modern. Turn 0. Like, hey. So blue-white got really pushed. You had War of the Spark to Fury Time Raveler. You had Lord Artificer. Urza, basically. Force of Negation. Another counter spell that comes out. Blue-white got really pushed. Didn't it? But blue-white, you're used to blue-white being pushed a little bit because there's a deck called blue-white Control. Jace the Mind Sculptor, Snapcaster Mage, now to Fury Time Raveler. Now Force of Negation. But we weren't used to something. So people thought that was going to be broken. A couple months ago, if you were not in Modern, people thought Mox Opal was going to get banned. It's like, yeah, you can just drop a bunch of artifacts and just have something that's better than a Mox Sapphire or Mox Emerald, better than the Power 9. But then when Oko came out, people were like, oh, that's awesome because you could actually stop a broken deck. You can turn their Lord Artificer, their Urza, into a 3/3 Elk. It's going to help Modern. You could turn their Mox Opals into a 3/3 creature. That is so awesome. They just can't tap it for whatever mana they want to. But before Eldraine came out and Oko, look how broken those cards could be in Modern. There's a deck called Warza. It's got Urza, Goblin Engineer, which came out in Modern Horizons, and theif Foundry with Sword of the Meek. Look at this. I played this deck. I believe I recorded it on MTGO, and I'll upload it. I'll have to do it like in the archive. But I did not know what this deck was when I was playing against it earlier in the summer. I beat it. Game 1, they won. Game 2, I won. Game 3, I won. There's this thing called a sideboard. That's why. And I've been harping this in Standard. Play with a sideboard. It's a sideboard. A lot of this Oko on MTG Arena, a lot of this analysis, when you play ranked on MTG Arena, is it the best of 3 or the best of 1? It's the best of 1. So that means any planeswalker is going to be more powerful. You don't have a sideboard. And then if you play with a sideboard in your main deck, and people are not playing with certain cards, those are dead cards in your deck. So the analysis on MTG Arena, although valuable, I wouldn't utilize it as a barometer of being precise. I mean, I'm just being honest. Now, look how powerful Urza, theif Foundry, Goblin Engineer. You can kill somebody turn 3, turn 4. And you can have a Force of Negation in your hand to counter something that they're trying to target. See, the problem with bannings is that both people lose. So, in Modern, you're like, what's this got to do with Standard? It's like, yeah, Becky, like, what's this got to do with Standard? Go get Susie. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, bro, what's this got to do with Standard, man, and drafting? Well, it has a lot to do, because you have to understand the origins of the problem, right? Or else you're just putting a Band-Aid over a cut, right? Well, if you heal the cut, you don't really need the Band-Aid, do you? So, also in Modern, at that same time, the card Faithless Looting in Hogak, or some people say Hugak, or I'll just say hijack, bye Jack, bye. It was banned. Faithless Looting in Gak, we'll just call him Gak. Bye Jack. He was banned. Both were. So Arc-Light Phoenix decks, look at Arc-Light Phoenix. Yeah, it's nice, pretty. All right. And those decks stopped. So people that invested money in Arc-Light Phoenix decks, they lost money. And then cards like Surgical Extraction, it was worth 50 bucks, $50. Now it's 25. Fell a 50% drop. So when something gets banned, it not only hurts the player that invested into the cards in the deck, but people that had cards to play around it. There's not really a winner. And I hope that gives some context to my previous videos. Not a clear winner. Everybody loses. Like, imagine being a new player and you started up around M20. M20 is a perfect set. Like, would you want a new player starting in Eldraine? Try to explain Magic the Gathering to a new player with Eldraine. Oh, you know, there's an adventure spell, plus these planeswalkers, plus a sorcery. Not an adventure sorcery, just a regular sorcery. It'd be very hard to explain. So the core sets, not like what a woman wears, but like a core set like in Magic the Gathering. Okay. They actually... good time to get beginners in. Very basic, straightforward sets. Now imagine somebody played with Field of the Dead as a new player. Field of the Dead, by the way, was like in its heyday, like what, $8, $10 card? So it's not crazy that a new player would play with it. Golos was, again, $8 to $10 in its prime, a very short prime. So, imagine you're a new player, you start to play with this deck and it gets banned. So then you're like, okay, well, everybody's playing with blue-green. I can't afford all these blue-green rares. I can't afford all the, Questing Beast and Gilded Goose and, this crazy flyer that gets XX and you gain life and draw cards. So I'm going to buy just like 2 Okos or something like that. So then they buy Okos. The price shoots up like crazy. Right, because after Field of the Dead got banned, everybody's paid attention to Oko. Boom. Oko goes up by 63%. Questing Beast goes up by 60% in 3 days. 3 days. If I invested money in the stock market and my money shot up by 60% in 3 days, I'd be one happy person. Pay off all my student loans. Well, yes, that's really good. Now, here's the deal. Now you ban Oko. If you're a new player, do you feel confident at anything? Oh, by the way, there's a new format, and then we're going to ban stuff in that format as well. So you're like, okay, if I buy a card tomorrow and it gets banned, it'll lose half its value. If I buy a card, I don't even know if I want to. I don't know if I want to. Do you see what a new player's perspective is? I've been playing the game since 1994 when I was a wee little kid. And I played till 2004. I came back and... listen, my story is I put it in the comment section under... it'll be a video about Oko being banned, about a banning. The first one that I made. In the comment section, I put like a little thing down there. It's not to toot my own horn. It's just showing you I seen everything as a... And that's the thing. See, Modern was going through all this in the summer. With Urza, possibly Mox Opals being banned, Faithless Looting getting banned. I mean, so it's happening in Standard. So basically it just shifted from one format to the next. And and so saying that, you feel really uncomfortable. My best advice, like if somebody came up to me and said, what should I, like, I'm uncomfortable about Standard, I'm not sure about Pioneer, Modern, I don't know, I guess they were having some of the same problems in Modern when Modern Horizons came out in the summer. I tell you that to draft. That's what I would tell you to do. If you're looking for an even play, draft. It's an even playing field. It's like literally, I mean, there's luck involved, obviously, but I mean, it's an even playing field, and you can do that. If you don't like, if you just for some odd reason you can't draft, you know, that's fine. In the comment section, like just drop a comment and say, hey, I wouldn't mind seeing you do some drafts. Could you upload some of those videos that you have a terabyte of? And upload the drafts. So guys, let me know, and girls, let me know what you want to see in the comment section. But yeah, I say draft, if that's what you're looking for. Like if you still want to stay in Magic the Gathering, but you're just so unsure of everything right now, and I just say draft. And if you're looking for this, in my opinion, the safest pre-release kits. I mean, even just getting one. If you're talking about bang for buck, that's what I would look into. So, pre-release kits go for like 20 to 25 bucks. You know, you get 6 booster packs, a 20-sided die, and a foil rare from the set. I've seen somebody pull a foil questing beast. So, on the pre-release. The pre-release kits are really good. So, that's what I tell you to do. If you want to, like, you know, mitigate your risk, and you still want to remain in Magic the Gathering, but some of this stuff is kind of like, you know, hasn't really turned you on to everything. I still say draft. You know, if you like the game, still play the game, but draft. That would be my answer. But in the meantime, if you want to be like the rest of us, I'm joking. Feel free to subscribe and share and like the video. And I'll just show you drafts, but I'll give you the top 6 cards that take care of Oko. What's interesting enough is that, like I said, when Eldraine came out, there was a release on Mtg Arena. You know, try to get to 12 wins. And I played a deck called Simic Flash. And but before I go down that road for a second, I think what people are not used to is, so blue-white is pushed. If blue-white is pushed, everybody's like, oh yeah, well it's just blue-white control. Pfft. The problem I think people are having with is green. Green being pushed. I don't think people are used to green being a dominant color. And you're like, no, it's Oko. Remove Oko. Look at Nisa that shakes the world, right? The world shaker. Look at Gilded Goose. Look at Wicked Wolf. Look at Ambusher. Look at the top decks and tell me how much green you see. Not just the cost of the decks, and not just that green. Green is power right now. Isn't that crazy, though? Like, back in 2015, if you were to have this conversation, Gilded Goose food Oko. You'd be like, what? Are you an alien? What language are you speaking? Gilded Goose food Oko? What? What are you talking about? I just made a video and I was like, yeah, Gilded Goose food Oko. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? What did I just say? I mean, I know what I'm talking about, but that just sounds weird. Anyway, the solution is, I think realistically, is to draft and just have some fun and do it through that way. So anyway, Guys, yeah, I think when you really look at Oko, it's not an Oko problem. And Wizards was prepared for this. A lot of people are blaming Wizards. Wizards quality control. No, they were prepared for this. They were. They were prepared because in War of the Spark, they unloaded planeswalkers. And a lot of 3-droppers, uncommon planeswalkers. They knew planeswalkers were going to be a thing. And you look at a lot of the planeswalkers that are pretty strong, they got blue or green in them, don't they? Teferi, blue. Dreamrender, blue. Narset of the Veils, blue. Oko, blue. Nisa, green. I mean, they were prepared. They printed a mass production of planeswalkers that have green or blue in them. It's just that simple. Wait for the top 6 video, okay? Just give Oko another week or two. All right, guys, until next time, feel free to share, subscribe, and like, and have a good day. Leave in the comment section, too. If you'd like to see some drafts. If not, that's fine. All right, guys, until next time, thank you.